Hello and welcome to another Fitness Friday. Today we are shifting things a bit. Instead of our high energy workout, we are focusing on something that is just as important: stretching and recovery for dancers and worshipers. So whether you've been flagging, dancing, or simply carrying tension in your body, this session is designed to help you release tight areas, improve mobility, and honor your body through rest and restoration. I'll be guiding you through each exercises via voiceover. So you want to make sure that you take your time, you breathe, and don't rush through it. You want your muscles as relaxed as possible, so no tension. You can follow along, you can pause when needed, you can rewind if you forget and if you miss anything. All the stretches today will be standing. All of these you can also do in the seating position with the exception of the one for the hips. However, you can do that sitting in a chair. So you can try it that way. I will do more videos like this covering different stretches. This video will only capture about 7 or 8 different stretches, so I will build on this library because I do believe that this is very important to ensure that you are recovering properly and you are releasing tension in your body. So we're going to jump right into it. Again, take your time, breathe, and just make sure that you take care of your temple for the Lord so you can continue to worship. So let's jump right into it. Let's begin by gently tilting your head to one side, releasing tension through the neck and your traps. Hold it there and breathe. Now switch over to this other side and do the same thing. Make sure you're breathing and you're not pulling. You want to just slightly push your head down towards your shoulder. You don't want to pull anything. Next, we're going to slowly roll your head forward, around. Now this is not about getting it done. You want to take your time so that you can feel the stretch all the way around. These help you relieve tightness from flagging, dancing, and even long days at a desk. This is my staple go-to when you feel that tightness in the back of your neck. Just make sure it's nice and slow and make sure that you're not holding your breath. Now we're going to start with small shoulder circles going forward. Again, make sure you're not tension up. Body is nice and relaxed. Now we're going to reverse, go backwards. This helps open up the shoulders and increase circulation and prepare your body for freer worship and movement. Now you can also do the bigger rolls. So make the shoulder rolls as big as you need to release that tension. Next, we are going to do the arm cross. You bring one arm across your body and gently pull it in with your other hand. Again, you should feel this stretch. Make sure you're breathing. This stretch targets the rear shoulder and the upper back, areas that often get tight from lifting and waving flags. This is a nice stretch. Next, we're going to do the tricep step. You're going to stretch. Make sure your arm is on your back. You're going to gently pull it at your elbow so you can feel a deep stretch. You should feel it all in your tricep. Now remember, it shouldn't hurt. If it hurt, then loosen up your grip a little bit. This exercise targets your triceps and the muscles along your side, a great release after extending flag movements or expressive motion. This is a really good exercise. Next, we're going to do wrist circles. Now remember, we talked about, especially for flag ministers and dancers, we do a lot with our wrists. So you want to make sure you do wrist circles. That's very important. You want to go both directions to loosen the joints. Then you're going to extend one arm out with your palm forward and you're going to gently pull your fingers back. Your arm should be straight. This relieves tensions from gripping flags, streamers, or even just holding tension in your hand. Next, you're going to flip your palm. You're going to do it both directions, and you're going to grab the fingers as well. And now you're going to do the other side. So the first one is your palm up, and then you pull your fingers. Then you rotate, palms down, and then pull your finger. This is a really great stretch. All right, now we're moving on to side bends. You're going to reach one arm over your head and gently lean to the side. You want to make sure that you got a crease on your side, and you want to keep your torso forward. You should feel that stretch on the open side, and you should feel that crease on the side that you're leaning over. You want to make sure that your torso stays forward and don't turn to the side. Now you're going to switch to the other side. This lengthens the side of the body. It opens up your ribs and improves your range of motion for flowing movements, making both hips stay grounded. So this is a good stretch as well. Next, we're going to move on to the forward fold. You can do this standing or seated. You want to do that crease at your hips. So you see here, do a fold over here, and then just let your body hang. This is a good hamstring stretch. The more you do it, the more relaxed you become, the farther you get closer and closer to the ground. So this one gets better over time. You'll be able to tell where you may have been at your shins at first, then you get closer to your feet. So this is very great. Next, we're going to move on to the standing quad stretch. You can put your arm forward. That helps you with your balance, or you can hold on to something. You can hold on to a chair, but over time, what you want to try to do is start to use your balance, because this helps you engage your core. And of course, this helps as dancing and flagging as well. This lengthens the front of the thigh and the hip flexor, which often gets tight from movement and standing. So this helps your hip flexors and your quads. Next, we got the hip flexor lunge. You step back with one foot, knee on the ground, and you tuck your pelvis in and you lean forward. You want to make sure your torso is upright. Do not lean forward towards your knee. Now I'm going to show you a side view. Torso forward, and when you push forward, you'll feel that stretch in your hip flexor. This opens up the area that can limit your range in dance and worship if it's left tight. So you definitely want to stretch out your hip flexors. You want to breathe. Remember, when you're stretching, it's important to take inhales and exhales and breathe. Take your time, don't rush, and be gentle with your body. And if you feel pressure on that knee, then you want to relax your back foot a little bit so you don't have that pressure. All right, last but not least, we are going to do chest opener. You're going to take your hands behind your back, interlock your fingers, and then stretch forward. You'll see your rib cage should open up. Gently squeeze your shoulder blades together. You should feel your shoulder blades pulling in the back. This opens the chest and your shoulders from hunching forward, whether you sit a lot, dancing a lot, or from wet worship moments or just everyday posture. Now we are just ending. You just want to always make sure you breathe. Inhale, exhale at your own pace. So that wraps up today's Fitness Friday. I pray that these steps helped you bring release and mobility and ease in areas that we tend to overwork. Be sure to revisit this exercise as many times as needed. You can do these stretches over and over again. If you found this video helpful, be sure to drop it in the comments below and share it with someone who it could be a blessing to. And don't forget to subscribe for more worship videos and Fitness Fridays. I will be back soon with some full Fitness Friday workouts. Until then, be sure to check out the full playlist where there are workouts to touch all parts of the body. So until then, go back, redo those exercises because workout videos never get old. So until the next time, keep worshiping, keep moving boldly, and don't forget stretching and resting. You have to take care of your temple. So I pray that these were helpful, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.